Hellos and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks a lot for clicking, and I just want to start by wishing you all a happy Mashujaa Day if you're in Kenya or you're a Kenyan. Here in Kenya we are celebrating the Mashujaa Day. Mashujaa Day is the day when Kenya gained independence in 1963, so we celebrate this day at every 20th of October, and it's a great day for us Kenyans. So I just want to thank every one of you for the support you've shown me so far. You guys are the best. I can't complain. I just pray to God that He'll bless you all. So today we are going to cutting of my chicken, or cutting the chicken into pieces, because I know most of us, there are those who fear catching the chicken itself. And by the way, if you don't cut chicken for yourself, tell us on the comment box, because I believe some people, they can't even hold a chicken which is alive, but when the chicken is ready, they hold it tightly, right? There are also those who don't know how to slice it by themselves, or they don't know how to do it alone. You must call someone to hold it for you. But today I am here to show you how I do it by myself, for myself, with myself, as in I just do it from the scratch myself. I catch the chicken, I slice everything, I just do everything alone. So without any further ado, feel most welcome. Let's do this together. Start with the chicken that I'm going to demonstrate with. And sorry, have not shown you how I cut my chicken, because I think they are used to me and they know I frequently ambush them, because I love chicken, by the way. So it was a real marathon, but I can't complain. So this is how I do it. I start by cutting off the, do we call them legs or feet? The one that steps on the ground. I think it's a feet. Yeah, if I'm not wrong. If you know the real name, share with us on the comment box. So after the feet, we head to the wings. These are the wings. You cut the wings not from the shoulder, but at the lower joint. Then you cut where you can see I'm holding, exactly like this. Cut it round so that you are so that you left with the bone that is fixed to the hip. Use your hand to stretch it so that you dislocate the bones from the hip. Next, we are going to chop out the drumstick. These are the drumsticks. Yes, this is the drumstick. And guys, let me know in your community which parts of the chicken were not allowed, women were not allowed to eat in the old days. Like in my community during those days when I was very young, I remember these drumsticks were not supposed to be eaten by women or children. They were given to the head of the family or any man that is within the compound, because it was termed as a taboo in the community, which I disagree with. Nowadays we eat everything, right? Even the head, we smash even the head, because it was so tormenting. Like all the big pieces were given to men, then women were left to eat the wings, which was not fair. Nowadays things have changed, thank God. So we chop out the other drumstick. Then we try slicing it up. So that when it comes to the actual cooking, we extract everything. Next, we are going to head over to the shoulders. And remember, we have this cutting where we find maize or anything that the chicken has eaten. Let me know how you call it in your community, because for me we call it kimoyo. Yeah, it's a kimoyo. And this is how we do it. We do it from the back. Remember, we are left with the part of the wing that was attached to the shoulder, and we have to remove it. So for breaking of the joints, this is how we do it. You don't use a knife to cut the bones. You just use your hands, locate where the bones are fixed. I think this is a way we used to call them in biology, but I hope you are getting me. You cut the meat, but when it comes to the bone, don't just break it with your knife. Check keenly how the bones are fixed and cut them. So this is the kimoyo I was talking about, and this is where once the chicken has eaten anything, this is where the food goes to. If you open it, you'll find maize and anything else that the chicken has eaten. So this is how I do it. Yes, this is how we do it. Remove it gently. And the reason as to why I chose to learn how to do it by myself, when I was young, I think I was 3 to 4 years, 3, 4, 5, 6 years back, as in 6 years old. I remember someone used to call me to hold the chicken for her so that she can slice it. Then, remember, I'm a kid, I don't know how to do it. So as kids, you easily get distracted because you are called from your friends, you are playing. So your mind is back to the play, you are not focusing on what you are really doing. So as I'm holding the chicken, I remember at times I could, maybe I don't hold it the way that person wanted me to. So what she used to do, once she noticed I'm distracted or I don't hold it the way she wanted, guess what? She used to hit me with a knife. Not the side which is sharp. This other side, she used to hit it. She used to hit me with it at my hand, which was so painful. It is around more than 25 years back, and I still remember it like it was yesterday. So I said when I grow up, I won't be calling people to hold the chicken for me. I learned how to do it for myself because I don't want to hit anyone. It's not good. And by the way, have you ever realized that the things you do to kids when they are young, very young, rarely do they forget? As in, I think it's so easy, like not only for the kids but anyone. It's so easy to forget good things, but for the bad things you rarely forget. I have never forgotten that because it was a bad memory for me. For the kids, you train them, you be patient, because anyway, that's a story for another day. So let's continue with our process. Remember, these are we have the liver here, the intestine, I don't know how we call these other parts, but in short, these are the inner parts of the chicken. And at the liver, where the liver is, we have a black thing. There's something that is so bitter. If you are not careful and you break it inside your meat, the whole meat becomes bitter and you are unable to eat it. So let's remove this. This is the behind of the chicken, or the anus of the chicken, and this is how I remove it. So let's cut it off so that we remove it together with the liver to avoid breaking that thing in our chicken. In my community we call it nongo. So you can also tell us how you call it in your community or your country. The bitter part of the chicken which is attached to the liver. I'll show you, by the way. So let's extract the anus first. carefully. I think we are done. So this is how you do it. When it comes to the intestines and the inner parts, remove them together, keep them aside so that in case this thing breaks, it does not spoil all your meat. It only spoils maybe the intestine, which are not eaten. If you eat intestines, you can also tell us, because I hear some people do eat them. That is chicken intestines. I'm trying to extract the liver because I don't want to spoil everything. The liver is so sensitive, ensure you are careful with it. Just remove the liver together with the intestines so that in case the nongo pours inside, the whole meat is not spoiled. Sorry. This is the heart. I first cut that upper part because I don't like it. I don't like that the top of the heart. And let me show you the kanongo I was talking about. So this the nongo I was talking about, this black part. If you break it inside your meat, it becomes bitter. Not only bitter, like you can't eat it. It has a very bad taste. So this is how you cut it. You'd rather cut a piece of the liver than to break it inside. Don't forget to tell us how you call nongo in your community. And also if you know the English word for the nongo, you can also tell us. So next we are going to slice the back of our chicken. This is what I mean when I say the back. And remember, we've said we share or we interact in the comment box and share which parts of the chicken were not supposed to be eaten by women. This the second piece that women were not supposed to eat in my community. The first piece was the drumstick. This is the second piece. So let's chop off these, I don't know how to call them. It was actually a cock. That's why you can see it has these two things. So we are going to chop them off. And in case someone eats them, you can also tell us, because I know for the goats and the cows, they are eaten. So this is the third piece that women were not supposed to eat in my community. For us, we call it kidhandula. Kidhandula. Don't also forget to tell us how you call it in your community. And removing this thing is simple. You just check somewhere where it is open. You peel it like this with your hands, which is super simple, just peeling it out. And remember, we don't mix it with the rest of the meat because